welcome to TWF NXT. I, Gorilla Monsoon, here with the Jackal, here with Corey Graves, and with Booker T. And today on NXT, we're first going to talk about what happened on yesterday on Monday Night Raw, or Monday Night Raw, when we saw Diana, Wonder Woman, have her handicap match with Gangrel and Kevin Thorne, Gorilla Monsoon says, and no one truly understands why that was all going on. Well, I don't know either, Corey Graves says, and I was there yesterday. And the only thing I can tell you is that most likely Forever Ground's Sacred Why, Gangrel, and Kevin Thorne just do not like her. I don't know. It always seems to be that someone's got something against strong women. We got Steven Richards and his right to censor doing it to them. Now we got Gangrel and Kevin Thorne doing their things to them. We don't know what. Let me tell you something right now, the Jackal says. I don't really know why Gangrel and Kevin Thorne do the things they do. And keep in mind, when I worked for The Undertaker, 9 between 98 YL to 9 between 99 YL, I had to give him all the men and women that he needed. Yeah, I was the one that had to go out and get Farouk and Bradshaw, Mideon Viscera, Gangrel, Edge, and Christian. I'm the one that also had to get Shane McMahon and Hunter Helmsley and China Big Boss Man, Ronnie and Pete Gas and Joey Abs, and even Steve Blackman in the team. Hell, I got Big Show too if you want to make some thoughts there. And I never knew what was going on in the Brood's mind. And I'm the one that had to talk those three into coming together and working for The Undertaker. Well, even you don't know, the Jackal says, why they did what they did. And you put those three together. You know. Well, and here we go. We got we got Jonathan Coachman, who's got hung up in the ring. Oh. Oh. All right. We got Jonathan Coachman in the ring now, and his thing went flying, so I don't think we can ever seek where it went. Got hung up on the rope. You know. Alright. I maybe have to borrow someone's, small speaker now. Alright. Alright. Ladies and lords, my guest, take it away, Jonathan Coachman. Well, thank you, Gorilla Monsoon. My guest at this time is going to be the one who will defeat Roxanne Perez here today on NXT. That will be Rhea Ripley. Oh, that's not your small speaker, is it? No, it's not. Okay, I fell in the ring, my hand got caught, and my small speaker went flying, and so no, fuck. And there goes the other one now. So no, that's not the small speaker. I'm borrowing it. Alright, Rhea Ripley, you're going to be fighting Roxanne Perez for the TWF Women's Heavyweight Winnings. How does that go? Well, first off, she got lucky when she beat me, Jonathan Coachman. She will not get lucky again. At the end of the day, I will beat her. And then I will be the TWF heavyweight fighter once again here in the Toy Wrestling Gathering. And at the end of the day, she won't be doing any of that cheating shit that she did to win it from me like she did. So, other words, you're saying that you're having a win over Roxanne Perez here today on NXT? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And it's going to happen. She'll come down here, she'll bullshit, but at the end of the day, I will be the one who ends up winning. Alright, then good luck to you and winning back the TWF Women's Heavyweight Winnings then, Rhea Ripley. Well, thank you. That's my talk with Rhea Ripley. Back to you, Gorilla Monsoon. Well, I hope that he gets his small speaker back, because I don't really think Renee Young is going to want to keep on, I don't think Renee Young's going to want to, keep on borrowing hers out. Gorilla Monsoon said, but we don't even know where that one went off to. And now here comes Roxanne Perez coming to the ring now. Look, I beat you before. I'm just going to beat you again. And I'm going to keep my TWF Women's Heavyweight Winnings. And that is what's going to happen. Believe whatever you want. But when I drop you and I become that three-time TWF Woman Heavyweight Fighter, you'll go home sobbing. And you don't got the doomsday watching your back. That's what you think. Well, alright. This match is for the TWF. Oh, stand up! Up! This match is for the TWF Woman Heavyweight Winnings. First, she is Rhea Ripley. And she is the TWF Woman Heavyweight Fighter, Roxanne Perez. And some maybe say why we don't got the straps with them. Because they're in the box underneath the thing, the rings on top of it, and it's time to dig them out. Meaning, well, Gorilla Monsoon said, and Rhea Ripley has had a war. It was Roxanne Perez who did win the TWF Heavyweight Winnings the first time. She won it the first time from Gail Kim, and then she won 2th time from Rhea Ripley. And she's not doing so well, Gorilla Monsoon said. No, she's not, Corey Graves said. But any woman or man who gets in the ring with Rhea Ripley is never doing very well if they win the match at all. And down goes Roxanne Perez. Corey Gray goes, the Jackal says, Roxanne Perez isn't dumb. She learned how to wrestle from Booker T. She learned how to do everything. And there's no way, And Rhea Ripley went right in the ring steeple. See, I told you. She knows what she's doing, the Jackal says. You don't become the RRW Woman Heavyweight Fighter, the first ROH Woman Heavyweight Fighter, and a 2-time WWE NXT Heavyweight Fighter, and a 1-time WNXT Women's Heavy Tag Team Fighter, and a 1-time WWE Women's Tag Team Fighter without knowing what you're doing, the Jackal says. They're going to do pop rocks. And that didn't work. And now she wants to spring off the top steeple down on Rhea Ripley. Will this work? Gorilla Monsoon says. 1, 2, and only a kick out. So no, only got 2, and no, it did not work. And I know the Jackal says you gotta watch out for Varia. She might choose to low blow one of these 2 women. Would you stop? Gorilla Monsoon says. Varia isn't going to do that anymore. She learned her class. Leave it alone. Well, it is true, Corey Graves says, that Varia did low blow Steven Richards in the match. And she's a strong woman. But as you know, she didn't do it when Wonder Woman fought Gangrel and Kevin Thorne. Well, that's because she didn't have the time to do it. But if you do something once, you're going to do something again. Would you be earnest? She isn't going to do it again, Gorilla Monsoon says. Get out of here with that talk. Right now, Mike Slam from Rhea Ripley did to Roxanne Perez, Gorilla Monsoon says. Yeah, well, looks like this match is over, and here comes the Riptide. Roxanne Perez is beaten, and she doesn't have any Raquel Gonzalez or Raquel Rodriguez doll to come out and help her. We got to get that doll one day, Gorilla Monsoon says. Yeah, when's that day going to be, Corey Graves says. I guess. I don't know. Well, the Jackal says you don't got her right now, but one day she will, and everybody will yield then. 1, 2, 3. Ding, 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 ding. Here is your winner. And the new TWF Woman Heavyweight Fighter, Rhea Ripley. Well, Rhea Ripley is the TWF Woman Heavyweight Fighter once again here in the Toy Wrestling Gathering by beating Roxanne Perez, who thought that Rhea Ripley did not have a luck in hell. You know, shit. Up! Didn't have a luck in hell, of winning that. But I understand, Gorilla Monsoon said before we go, we're going to talk with Rhea Ripley. If you can stand up, that is, without a stand. We're going to talk to Rhea Ripley before we go here today on NXT. Well, Rhea Ripley, Gorilla Monsoon says, you're now a 3-time TWF Woman Heavyweight Fighter. How's that make you feel? Well, it makes me feel great, Gorilla Monsoon. I told you I was going to bloody beat Roxanne Perez. And I told you I was going to do it. And why I'm standing right behind this pop toll here is that I'm going to have myself a drink. The way to unlock my win over Roxanne Perez. Let me tell you something, the Jackal says. The only grounds why you beat Roxanne Perez is that we didn't have no Raquel Gonzalez or Raquel Rodriguez doll. Would you stop, Gorilla Monsoon says. Knock it off with that. We don't have a Raquel Gonzalez or Raquel Rodriguez doll. We don't. Well, Corey Graves says, we just want to say that somehow, some way, you got past Roxanne Perez, and even though the Jackal didn't believe in you, Gorilla Monsoon and I did believe in you. Well, that makes 2 of us, Corey. At least Gorilla and you had my back. Not the Jackal or Osiris or whatever you calling yourself these days. But then again, you never want any straps in your time in WWF or in ECW or your first 2 runs in TNA or your AEW run. So, how do you feel about that one? The Jackal says. How do you feel about that? Gorilla Monsoon says. You got anything to say about that? No, you got nothing to say about that. Yeah, I do. How dare Rhea Ripley slight me for not winning any straps in my run in WWF or my run in ECW or my first run in 2 if runs in TNA and my AEW run. Well, it's all the time we got here for NXT. I, Gorilla Monsoon, with Corey Graves and with the Jackal. We hope you like NXT, and we'll see you tomorrow for Dynamite or Mike.